सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अखण्डं सच्चिदानन्दम् अवाङ्मनसगोचरम् आत्मानमखिलाधारम् आश्रयेभीष्टसिद्धये अर्थतोऽप्यद्वयानन्दान् अतीतद्वैतभानतः गुणाराध्य वेदान्त सारं वक्ष्ये यथामति। So from the second chapter, the teaching is started, and the teaching is given with the help of the method of Adhyaropa Apavada. Unreal is tentatively accepted as superimposition upon the real. By this we saw the message conveyed is that this experienceable world is neither asat nor sat, and this the unreal world which is superimposed is deriving its existence from this adhishthanam, and therefore adhishthanam is satyam and adhyaropita is mithya, depending upon the adhishthanam. And having given the definition, the words were clarified: vastu and avastu. Vastu is real, that which is real or reality. Avastu is unreal. And what is that vastu? Satchidanandam Advayam Brahma. Brahman, which is unexperienceable reality of the nature of existence, consciousness, fullness, which is non-dual. And avastu is Ajnanadi Sakala Jada Samuha, the aggregate of all inert things starting with ignorance. Why do we say starting with ignorance? Because ignorance is the most fundamental avastu. Among all the avastu unreal, ignorance is the most fundamental. And as we have seen, the word ignorance here is not simply absence of knowledge. Here ignorance is referring to a factor which is responsible for gross and subtle bodies and prapancha, the universe. That Ajnanadi Sakala Jada Samuha avastu. I was to ask you for a summary, I forgot. Okay. Maybe tomorrow or sometime. Ajnanadi Sakala Jada Samuha avastu. So if we put these two terms in the definition of Adhyaropa, then what will be? Vastuni Satchidanande Advaye Brahmani Ajnanadi Sakala Jada Samuhasya Avastunaha Aropaha. So complete definition of Adhyaropa will be the superimposition of Ajnanam, ignorance, etc., all inert, perceptible, experienceable things which are unreal on Brahman, which is of the nature of existence, consciousness, fullness and non-dual, which is Vastu. So that will be the complete definition of Adhyaropa. In simple words, superimposition of Drishya Prapancha on Brahma is called Adhyaropa. And Avastu has been defined as Ajnanadi Sakala Jada Samuhaha. Therefore, he starts with Ajnanam. To explain what is Avastu, this description starts with Ajnanam. Because Ajnanam is the most fundamental Avastu. And the words were used Anirvachaniyam, Sadasadvyam, Trigunatmakam, Dana Virodhi, Bhavarupam Yat Kinchit. And for that two pramanas were given, Shruti and experience. Now this Ajnanam can be seen as one or many. Idam Ajnanam Samashti Vyashti Abhiprayana Ekamanekam iti cha Vyavariyate. This Ajnanam is designated, described as one or many. From the standpoint of Abhiprayana, from the standpoint of Samashti, totality, and Vyashti, individual. From the totality, in the angle of totality, from the standpoint of totality, Ajnanam is one. From the standpoint of individual, it is many. And then he gave the example of Vriksha and Jalashaya. Vrikshanam samashti abhiprayana vanam iti ekatva vyapadeshaha, jalanam samashti abhiprayana jalashaya iti ekatva vyapadesha. And similarly, Nanatvena pratibhasamananam jivagata ajnanam samashti abhiprayana ekatva vyapadeshaha. All ajnana obtaining in jiva, samashti abhiprayana, from the standpoint of totality, there is designation, mention of oneness. Here one point to be noted is Samashti Ajnanam which we are talking about is not mere sum total of individual ignorance. Suppose we say Jiva's ignorance, Ji. So sigma Ji is not equal to this Maya. So it is not just sum total of Jiva's ignorance. It is more than that. So Jivagata Ajnanam, even though it is said Samashti Abhiprayana, to this type of expression is given to explain or to convey the idea that all individual ignorance are included in Samashti Ajnana. And at the same time, the Samashti Ajnanam is more than that. In fact, it is always like this. Individual, just sum total of individual is not the strength of the Samashti. Sum total of the strength of the individual is not really the strength of the total. That is why, we used to have the story when one father was dying and he has 5 children and they were not in harmony with each other. And so father wanted to convey the message of unity. Then he said, you bring some sticks. And he asked everyone to bring one stick. Everyone could bring. The stick was not very thick. So everyone broke that stick. Each one. Now father said, you make a bundle of these 5 sticks. Very tight bundle. And now you try to break. Cannot break. So he said that if you are together, then you can survive. So that there is a saying, separate we die and united we survive. Something like that.
United we stand, divided we fall, united we stand.
Yes. So divided we fall, united we stand. So that's what. So there is, idea is that Samashti is more than that. Why do we clarify this? Because Samashti Ajnanam will be called Maya, which is the Upadhi of Ishvara. If ignorance of Jiva all put together is the Upadhi of Ishvara, then Ishvara will be what? Maha Ajnani. Isn't it? And therefore, Ishvara's Upadhi includes all individuals Ajnanam, but it is more than that. That idea is to be noted. Even though it is not relevant here, he is discounting that factor. He is simply putting all Jivagata Ajnanam together is Samashti. Because he wants to convey some ideas. That Upadhi Drishtya Bhedaha, Swarupa Drishtya Bhedaha Nasti. And that is going in that direction. But for our understanding, we need to know. Alright. Now, Iyam Samashti Utkrushtopaditaya Vishuddha Sattva Pradhana. This also we have seen that this Samashti, the totality of ignorance, Utkrushtopaditaya, Utkrishtasya Upadhi Utkrishtopadhi Tasya Bhava Utkrushtopadita Taya. Because of being the Upadhi of the Utkrishta, the superior one, Vishuddha Sattva Pradhana, it is having the predominance of pure Sattva. And this Chaitanyam with the Samashti Upadhi is Sarvagna, Sarveshwara, Sarvaniyantruttvadi Gunakam. And it is called Avyakta, Antaryami, Jagat Karanam, Ishvara. And we saw Yas Sarvagnaha, Sarvavititi Shrutehe. And lastly, we were seeing Ishvarasya Iyam Samashtihi. Iyam Samashtihi means this total ignorance or this total Maya which is total, of the Lord, which is Upadhi, Ishvarasya Iyam Samashtihi. Iyam Samashti, this Samashti which is the Upadhi of Ishvara, is Akhila Karanatvat Karana Shariram. See, the difference between the previous paragraph and this paragraph is there Upahitasya Abhidhanam. What all titles the Upahita has? Upahita means condition. So consciousness conditioned by Samashti Upadhi has got the title of this Antaryami, Avyakta, Jagat Karanam, Ishvara, Sarvagna, etc. And now the focus is not on Upahita. Now focus is on what? Upadhi. So what all titles are there for Upahita was described in the 38th, and in the 39th the titles of Upadhi are described. Earlier Upahita, conditioned by Upadhi, and now the features, the titles of Upadhi are given. Ishvarasya Iyam Samashtihi Akhila Karanatvat Karana Shariram. It is called Karana Shariram. In Tattva Bodha also Karana Shariram, Sharira Dvayasya Karana Matram, and Sat Swarupa Jnanam, Avidya, Nirvishesham, Nirvikalpa Rupam. That description was given. So similar one is here, but it is there, it was with reference to the individual. Here it is with reference to total. And this total Ajnanam was referred to in Tattva Bodha as Maya. Brahmashraya Maya, Asti. So that Maya is called here Ishvarasya Iyam Samashti Akhila Karanatvat Karana Shariram. It is called Karana Shariram, the body in the form of cause, causal body. But here, to distinguish from the individual Ajnanam, we use the word Samashti Karana Shariram, total causal body or total causal universe. Sometimes we use the word Prapancha to convey the idea of macrocosm. So here Karana Shariram, Akhila Karanatvat Karana Shariram. So here we may wonder that earlier Upahita Chaitanyam also is called Karanam, and now this Upadhi also is called Karanam. There also it was done Jagat Karanam, and here also Akhila Karanatvat Karana Shariram. So there Chaitanya was told as a Karanam, and here this Maya Upadhi is called Karanam. That's why many people get confused. Sometimes they say everything is Mayamayam, and sometimes they say everything Brahmamayam. So it is Mayamayam or Brahmamayam. Both are okay. So Ishvara is called Karanam Maya Drishtya, from the standpoint of the Maya Upadhi, because of being Upahita by Maya, it is called Karanatvam. Shuddha Brahmanaha Karanatvam Nasti. Maya Upadhi Upahita Brahmanaha eva Karanatvam. Ishvara does not, the Brahman does not have Karanatvam by itself. Brahman has Karanatvam only based on Maya. So Jagat Karanatvam Ishvarasya Katham Upahitattvena. Therefore it was said Etad Upahitam Chaitanyam Jagat Karanam Ishvara. So Ishvara is Karanam because of the Maya Upadhi. And Maya Upadhi by itself is called Karanam because Maya is Avyakta Rupam of this Vyakta Jagat. And therefore it is Karanam. Avyakta Namarupa is Maya. And Avyakta Namarupa is the cause for the Vyakta Namarupa. And therefore Maya is called Karanam. And sometimes they make the division that Maya is Parinami Upadana Karanam and Brahman is Vivarta Upadana Karanam. That difference also is made. Alright. But Karanatva Vyapadesha is there both. Alright. So Ishvarasya Iyam Samashtihi Akhila Karanatvat Karanashariram. So here all the description is for Maya. Ishvarasya Iyam Samashti. This totality of ignorance, Ajnana Samashti, we have to understand. This the total ignorance of Ishvara, total ignorance Maya as the Upadhi of Ishvara is Akhila Karanatvat Karanashariram. And Ananda Prachuratvat Koshavad Achadakatvatcha Anandamaya Kosha. It is Ananda Prachura and Achadaka, therefore Anandamaya Kosha. And this we can see that Ishvara is veiled by Maya for the Jivas, therefore it is Achadaka. And it is Sattva Guna Pradhana, therefore it is Ananda Prachura. So from the standpoint of Ishvara. Or we can say that this Samashti Ajnanam includes all the Vyashti Ajnanam. And Vyashti Ajnanam in Sushupti Avastha, it is Ananda Prachura and also Achadaka. And from that standpoint also we can say Anandamaya Kosha. So it is the aggregate of all Anandamaya Kosha, therefore Anandamaya Kosha. And Sarvoparamatvat, and being the place of resolution of everything, it is Sushuptihi. Ataha eva, and because of the same reason, Sthula Sukshma Prapanchalaya Sthanam, it is the place of resolution of gross and subtle universe. Iti uchyate. Up to this we had seen. Now, Yatha vanasya vyashtyaഭിപ്രായേణ Vrikshaha iti anekatva vyapdeshah Yatha va jalashayasya vyashtyaಭಿપ્રાયેణ jalani iti
यथा वा जलाशयस्य व्यष्ट्यभिप्रायेण जलानि इति
तथा अज्ञानस्य व्यष्ट्यभिप्रायेण तदनेकत्वव्यपदेशः
तथा ज्ञानस्य व्यष्ट्यभिप्रायेण तदनेकत्वव्यपदेशः
इन्द्रः मायाभिः पुरुरूपः ईयते इत्यादि श्रुतेः
इन्द्रः मायाभिः पुरुरूपः ईयते इत्यादि श्रुतेः.
Now he is entering into the discussion of Vyashti Ajnanam. And so first he talks about how we have got the mention of this Aneka Ajnanam based on Vyashti Ajnanam. From the standpoint of Vyashti Ajnanam, there is Anekatva of Ajnanam. Yatha vanasya Vyashti Abhiprayena Vrikshaha iti Anekatva Vyapadeshaha. Just as Vanasya of the forest, which is Samashti, just as for the forest which is representing totality, same forest, vyashti abhiprayana, from the standpoint of individual trees, vrukshaha, this should be within the quote, trees, iti, in this manner, anekatva vyapadeshaha, there is mention or designation of manyness, there is mention of being many, anekatva vyapadesha. So we use the plural, tatra vrukshaha santi, there trees are there, aneke vrukshaha santi, there many trees are there. In this manner, anekatva vyapadesha. Whereas samashti abhiprayana, what will say? Tatra ekam vanam asti, there only one forest is there. So entity is the same, but if you see from the angle of totality, it is called one forest, and if you see from the standpoint of individual trees, there are many trees, anekatva vyapadesha. टीकाकार here says samanya and vishesha. Samanya vishesha abhiprayana, there is ekatva anekatva vyapadesha. You are seeing in general, then you use singular. If you are looking upon the particular, then you see many. So samanya vishesha. Samanya vishesha bhavena ekatva anekatva vyavaharaha. Shrautaha na virudyate. Shruti does this vyavahara. Ajam ekam also says, and now maya bihi pururupa also he says. Maya bihi plural also is used. So that's what Tikakara will explaining. He will say Shrautaha. Shruti has already given. Now it is your job to understand how it is. That is the approach of Astika. People ask, why Shruti can say? Shruti has said, you better understand. That is the approach. And you will understand. When you have Shraddha, you have right attitude towards the Sampradaya, then you will understand. And so, Shrautaha Vyavaharaha, Ekatva Anekatva Vyavahara, Samanya Vishesha Bhavena. Samanya Vishesha can be seen. You see, suppose there are many pots, and you say, there is clay. And you are looking upon individual pot, then Vishesha, you are looking upon individual pots, then you say there are many pots, or you say there is one clay. And that is also Samanya Vishesha. And Samanya means seeing from angle of totality. That is Samanya. Like your own body is a good example. When we do meditation, we give this suggestion. What? You be aware of your body. So that time you be aware of your body in totality, in one sweep of attention. I am aware of this body. So that time I am aware of the entire body. Samanya Bhavena. And then we say, you be aware of your toes, and ankle, calf muscle. So that then body has got many avachedaka, many conditioning, distinguishing factors. So similarly here, Samanya Vishesha Bhavena Ekatva Anekatva Vyapadesha is there. So he says, Yatha Vanasya Vyashti Abhiprayana Vrikshaha iti Anekatva Vyapadeshaha. Yatha, this is one example. Yathava Jalashayasya Vyashti Abhiprayana Jalani iti, we have to supply Anekatva Vyapadeshaha. Or Yatha. Va means or, Yatha, just as Jalashayasya, of the body of water, Vyashti Abhiprayana, from the standpoint of the individual, Jalani, pure Jalani means waters, iti, in this manner, Anekatva Vyapadeshaha. There is the mention of manyness. See, we will say that seashore water is like this and deep sea water is like this. The top water is like this and the bottom water will be like this. So, if you vyashti abhipraya, you focus on the individual waters, then anekatva vyapadesha. There is mention of or designation of manyness. These are the two drashtanta. As we have seen that these two drashtantas for suggesting or illustrating the avachedavada and pratibimbavada. Tatha, similarly, ajnanasya vyashti abhiprayena tadanekatva vyapadeshaha. For ajnanam, vyashti abhiprayena, from the standpoint of the individual, tad refers to an ajnanasya. Tadanekatva vyapadeshaha. Tasya ajnanasya anekatva vyapadeshaha. There is designation of manyness of that ignorance. So we can see many ignorance. Therefore he said, these wise persons, Swamiji, Pujya Swamiji's ignorance is gone. But this person ignorance continued. This person ignorance is on the way to go. On the way to go. This person's ignorance is still sitting, not moving at all. So we have different ignorance we can talk about. So anekatva vyapadeshaha. And for that Shruti Pramanam is given. Indraha mayabhihi pururupaha iyate. Indraha means Parameshwaraha. Mayabhihi. Maya vikshepa shaktibihi. By this projection power of Maya, pururupaha, aneka rupaha, of many forms, as the one having many forms. Iyate, pratiyate, appears. Indraha, Parameshwara, Paramatma, appears of many forms based on many Mayas. So here for us, main thing is what? Maya Bhihi only. Plural. The plural usage is there, Maya Bhihi. So this Ajnanam can be looked upon from the individual standpoint. Maya is a Vikshepa Shakti. Many Karana Shariras are there. So Maya Bhihi means Maya Vikshepa Shakti Bhihi, which are responsible for individual gross bodies and subtle body. So Maya Vikshepa Shakti Bhihi. Then further he explains Pururupaha. How Ishvara appears as manifold. He said Vikshipteshu Dehendriyantah Karaneshu Pratibimbitaha Pururupaha Bahurupaha San Prakashate Iyate. Maya Vikshepa Shakti Bhihi Vikshipteshu Dehendriyantah Karaneshu Pratibimbitaha. Pratibimbitaha Parameshwaraha Pururupaha Bahurupaha San Prakashate Iyate Pratiyate. Means what? Let us understand. This is Sanskrit. Is given in the commentary. But let us understand the idea. Because of manifold projecting power of Maya, many body, mind, sense complexes are projected. Because of manifold Vikshepa Shakti of Maya, manifold body, mind, sense complexes are projected. And in those manifold body, mind, sense complex, Paramatma is appearing as manifold. Like one sun appears as manifold in the vessels, many vessels having water or some reflecting media. So one sun appears to be manifold because of the manyness of the reflecting media. Similarly, Paramatma appears to be manifold because of manifold reflecting media. And what are the reflecting media? This body, mind, sense complex is a reflecting media. And this reflecting media are projected by what? Projected by manifold Vikshepa Shakti. We can say manifold Karana Sharira, which are included in Maya. So by manifold Karana Shariras, manifold body, mind, sense complexes are projected. In those manifold body, mind, sense complex, Paramatma is appearing as many. Therefore we feel what? There is one Atma here, there is one Atma here, there is one Atma here, there is one Atma here. Why we feel that there are many Atmas? Because many medias are there. Many media, why they are there? Because many Vikshepa Shakti, Karana Shariratmika, many Vikshepa Shaktis are there. Manifold Vikshepa Shakti is there. And therefore, Indraha Paramatma Mayabhihi Pururupaha Iyate. This is what it is. That one Atma alone is appearing as many because there are many reflecting media. So, in Bhagavatam and all, the Rasa Leela, they try to interpret in this way also. Of course, that they say really Rasa Leela happened, but it can be seen in a Vedantic way. That one Krishna Paramatma is playing in many gopis, means many vrittis. So in many vrittis, the Krishna Paramatma is playing. So one Paramatma is playing through many Antakarana vrittis or many Antakaranas. Alright, that is why symbolically they present this way. He said Krishna, when he was playing with gopis, that time how many Krishnas were there? Because one Krishna means the poor these other gopis will not get chance. Therefore that as many gopis were there, that many Krishnas were there. So Angana, Madhye, Madhava. So between these gopis there is Krishna. Alright. So our Puranas also are having this Vedantic message. But generally what happens, we will be talking about this only the story part. And we fight on story part. That how can one have this type of dance? It is not proper to have dance with so many girls. Your Krishna was a very lustful person and all this they say. Last Leela he was doing, 16,000 queens and all this. So, very story level also we give explanation. It's not that we don't give. That story level also, the 16,000, why it happened? It's not that Krishna wanted to marry 16,000. 16,000 wanted to marry Krishna, and if the Krishna doesn't marry them, then they will have no place to go. So to maintain their dignity, Krishna did it. And our simple answer is that, in fact, he is Bhagavan, therefore he could do it. You are not able to handle even one, and therefore he is Krishna, therefore Bhagavan. That also answer we give. Anyway, that's by the way, Indraha Mayabhihi Pururupaha Iyate. Alright. For us, main word is Mayabhi, Ityadi Shrutehe. And there is Ityadi, some other Shrutis also are there. Yaha Jalavan Ishate Ishini Vihi. So that one also is there. Yaha Ekaha Jalavan Ishate Ishini Vihi. So one Jalavan, one who is having the net, Ishate. Ishate means rules. Ishini Bihi, referring to Maya Shakti. Alright. Now, in between he makes a clarification that Vyashti Samashti, what do we mean by that? Because Samashti was talked about earlier, now Vyashti is talked, Vyashti is being introduced and going to be elaborated. So in between he makes a clarification. Atra vyasta samasta vyapittvena vyashti samashtita vyapadeshaha Atra means ajnane, with regard to ajnanam. Atra means here. Here means in this context. In this context means in the context of ajnanam. which is what avastu. Remember, now we are where? We are in the description of avastu. Avastu description is very long. Avastu, Mithya alone has got a lot of details. Satyam is what? Satchidananda Brahma, that's all. Nothing much. So that's why, see, a person who is having this, this falsehood, he'll be talking more. The person who has got truth, he has very little to say. Whereas the person who has lied, he will be talking so many things he has to tell, to cover up. Whereas simple thing is, truth is very simple. Just you mention what plain facts. Anyway, that is by the way. But so elaborate description is there of what? Avastu. And what we are dealing with avastu only. In fact, you see your mental life. Your mental life is governed or occupied by what? If you see total of the whole day, the most of the time will be going on anatma padartha. So that's what the pursuit is. More and more I appreciate this atma. Otherwise mind is busy with anatma, analysis of anatma. In Shastra also it happens. And it is necessary so that we understand that mithya is not some one particular thing. Whatever you are experiencing, everything is mithya. So the expansiveness of mithya you understand. Otherwise simply you will say that these auctional objects are mithya, jagat is mithya. So when we say jagat, we may exclude our body, we may exclude our thoughts. Jagat is mithya, but Swamiji, I have got very horrible thoughts. So jagat is mithya, in jagat these thoughts also are included. But Swami, jagat is mithya, but I don't know when this ignorance will go. So you are forgetting. And therefore, elaborately this mithya is explained so that you understand that what all you are experiencing is mithya. Alright. So here he says, Atra Ajnane, Saptami, Atra is Tralpate, Saptamyarthe, and Ajnane, in the matter of Ajnanam, Vyashti Samashtita Vyapadeshaha. The designation of individuality and totality. Ta is there, no? Ta will go with Vyashti also. Vyashtita, Samashtita. The designation of individualness and totality is Vyasta Samasta Vyapitvena. Is based on pervading the individual and pervading the total. So something is called Vyashti because it is pervading the individual. Something is called Samashti because it is pervading the total. So Ajnanam is called Vyashti when it is pervading this individual. And it is called Samashti when it is pervading the total. So Vyashti, Samashti, Vyapadesha is Vyasta Samasta Vyapitvena. Vyasta means individual, Samasta means total. So whether something is pervading the individual or total, based on it is called individual and total. Really speaking, individual total do not have this what is called rigid division. Individual cannot exist apart from the total. And therefore there is no individual apart from the total. That's what finally it will be said, Vyashti, Samashti are one. But from the standpoint of what is pervaded by, based on that, Vyashti, Samashtita, Vyapadesha is there. And here also what has been considered to be individual is pervaded by Ajnanam, then it is called Vyashti. Otherwise the Anyonya Ashraya will come. Vyasta Vyapitvena Vyashti, Samasta Vyapitvena Samashti. Vyasta Samasta, how did you get it? So Vyastatvena Prasiddhasya Jivasya Vyapitvena Vyashti Vyapadesha. and समस्तत्वेन प्रसिद्धस्य ईश्वरस्य व्यापित्वेन समष्टिता व्यपदेशः. All right. That's why in Maya it is like that. If you don't think too much, then okay. If you think, then it will fall apart. Anyway, so just simple it is given. Vyasta means what? Karyopadi jiva vyapitva bhasena. Tikakara very makes it clear. Karyopadi jiva vyapitva bhasena. Because of the appearance of pervading the jiva which is having the karya upadhi, this ajnanam is called vyashti ajnanam, and karanopadhi sarvagna avibhakta sarva vyapitvena samashti vyapadesha. So because of pervading this karanopadhi Ishvara who is having karana upadhi, he pervading to that Ishvara, therefore it is called this samashti. So this vyashti samashti is based on what it pervades. Yeah. Alright, that is an incidental reference. Okay. It could have been given in the beginning, but Acharya thought that when the vyashti samashti discussion, samashti discussion has already been completed, vyashti is coming, therefore he makes it clear. Now, as it was mentioned earlier that samashti is Shuddha Sattva Pradhana, he contrasts with that and says that vyashti is Malina Sattva Pradhana. Iyam vyashtihi nikrushtopaditaya Malina Sattva Pradhana. Iyam vyashtihi, this individual ignorance. Here vyashti should be seen as a ajnana vyashti. This individual ignorance, nikrushtopaditaya, being the upadhi associate adjunct of nikrushta jiva. Therefore what? Malina Sattva Pradhana. It is having the predominance of impure sattva. So this upadhi being nikrushta, being the upadhi of nikrushta, inferior jiva, because this individual ignorance is the upadhi of inferior jiva, therefore it is Malina Sattva Pradhana. That other way also we can say Malina Sattva Pradhana upadhikatvat jivasya nikrushtatvam. So that also is there. That but here we are seeing from a particular standpoint that nikrushta upadhi it is, nikrishtasya upadhi, therefore is Malina Sattva Pradhana. Alright. Now, Malina Sattva Pradhana means having the predominance of Malina Sattva. What is Malina Sattva? Rajastamobhyam abhibhutam sattvam Malina Sattvam. The sattva which is overpowered by Rajoguna and Tamoguna is called Malina Sattva. The Malina Sattvam Pradhanam yasyaha sa Malina Sattva Pradhana. Malina Sattva Pradhana is predicate to what? Iyam vyashtihi. Otherwise it should be upadhi is a pullinga. So Iyam vyashtihi, this vyashti is Malina Sattva Pradhana, having the predominance of impure sattva. Alright. And because of that what happens? That Jnanam is not clear to Jiva. By default Jnanam will not be clear. He has to make effort to get the Swarupa Jnanam. So Malina Sattva Pradhana Upadhi. Alright. Then Jiva's designation is given based on this Malina Sattva Pradhana Vyashti Ajnana Upadhi in the next sentence. Etadupahitam chaitanyam अल्पज्ञत्वानीश्वरत्वादिगुणकम्
अल्पज्ञत्वानीश्वरत्वादिगुणकम्
प्राज्ञः इति उच्यते
प्राज्ञः इति उच्यते
एकाज्ञानावभासकत्वात्
एकाज्ञानावभासकत्वात्
एतदुपहितं चैतन्यम्. Consciousness upahitam means conditioned by etat. Etat means vyashti ajnanam. Consciousness conditioned by vyashti ajnanam, individual ignorance. Prajnaha iti uchyate is called prajnaha. And this chaitanyam, which is called prajna, is further qualified. The chaitanyam, which is conditioned by the individual ignorance, is having particular features. What? Alpagnatva, small knowing. Anishwaratva, having this helplessness. Ishwaratva means overlordship. Anishwaratva means helplessness. Anishaya shochati muhyamanaha. Comes where? It comes? Mundaka, Anisha. Vasuparna says after that. So Anishaya. So Anishwaratva means helpless. In fact, samsara is described in so many ways. One way of describing samsara is helplessness. Jiva is constantly feeling helpless. Some people will be feeling helplessness in terms of money. Some people will feel helplessness in terms of relationship. Swamiji, I have a lot of money, but I have nobody with me. Nobody belongs to me. So that helplessness. Some people will have helplessness, Swamiji, nobody recognizes me. So helplessness in being recognized. Swamiji, I do so much for people, but I have हिंदी में गुजराती बोलते जश है ही नहीं हमारा. Just means yasha is not there in my hand. There is some yash rekha also, they say. So he said there is no yasha in my hand. So helpless people feel so much. In fact, that is why, if you want to pretend like an astrologer and you can give some prediction. One of them is what? You do so much for everybody, but when you really need, that time hardly anybody is there with you. You have to say hardly, because sometimes may be there also. So people have helplessness so many ways. Some people have helplessness, I don't know Sanskrit. Some people have helplessness, I don't know English. I don't know, I don't understand this Vedanta, deeper Vedanta. So some helplessness continues. And this helplessness brings frustration, brings anxiety, because you cannot accept this helplessness. Oh, I am helpless. Okay, I accept I am helpless. You cannot. Therefore, what you want to be free from that helplessness, and that is what that is how struggle starts. So samsara is the constant feeling of helplessness in some area or the other. See, even big president and all, they feel helpless. The president also, they have to depend, American president has to depend upon the Congress for the certain resolution to be passed. Otherwise, they rejected. Our Prime Minister also, helplessness. He has to sometimes oblige people. Even though he knows that is not fully correct, he has to. So that is how we see that helplessness does not go away. As long as a person has got ignorance, this helplessness continues. So, and that is samsara. And it should pinch the person, then he will work for freedom. But once person has understood that my real freedom is in owning up myself to be limitless Atma, and helplessness will not go away at the level of Anatma. Anatma will continue to be helpless. But now I discover that I am not that Anatma. and therefore I am not helpless. Body has some dependence upon food, it will continue. But body depends upon food, that does not make me feel helpless. I feel that if body has prarabdha, it will get food. If that someday prarabdha is not there, however much we try, it will not be able to eat. So, we accept the limitation and the helplessness, dependence at the level of anatta. But it will not bother me because I know it does not belong to me. That is where freedom is. Freedom is not that afterwards you will not depend upon anybody else physically. It will not be like this. Depend. But the dependence is not bothering you. And in fact, you will be quite objective about it. I really loved that Pujya Swamiji's statement. About these cows, he said, we take care of them, they take care of us. So, alright. So, we take care of them, they take care of us. Similarly, we, whatever level we can contribute, we contribute. And in turn, they will be taken care of. In fact, when we focus in our life on contribution, you will be taken care of. In a healthy manner, when you are contributing, you don't have to bother. It will be like Mahatma Gandhi did not have the worries that where will he stay, even though he did not have his own house. He always had some people to host him. So when you contribute, you will be taken care of. And also prarabdha is there, so it will take care of. In a way, it is destined, it will be taken care of. If your punyam is exhausted, that now nobody will take care, then this body will fall off. So what is the issue? People sometimes they frighten me and say, Swamiji, when you are old, who will take care of you and all? I said, somebody will take care. And if they don't take care, they will put somewhere, the body will be there, somewhere it will be there. As long as the fuel of prarabdha is there, it will continue. When fuel stops, the car will stop. So there is nothing to worry. At anatma level, we have objectivity. We try to have objectivity. This is how at the level of anatma it would be. My focus is on owning up Atma. I focus on owning up my limitless nature. Otherwise, at the anatma level, the dependence will be there. Alright, this is by the way. But here, Anishwaratvadi Gunakam Kim Chaitanyam. Gunakam is having the features. So, Chaitanyam, consciousness, conditioned by this individual ignorance, which is having the features of being alpagna, small knowing, and being anishvara, being helpless. This Chaitanyam is prajnaha iti uchyate, is called prajnaha. Iti, in this manner, uchyate. Prajna is a title. Okay. Prajna means, prajna has got different derivation. Prakarshena janate iti prajnaha, prajnaha eva prajnaha. So one who is knowing all is also called prajnaha. In Mandukya Upanishad, the Bhashyakara gives this derivation based on this, that it is knowing all. Bhutapurva Vritya. It was knowing all, therefore prajna. Another derivation which is quite opposite is what? Prayena Agnaha Prajna. One who is more or less ignorant, mostly is ignorant, is prajna. So here that meaning is taken. Prayena Agnaha, mostly, more or less, he is ignorant, is prajna. Why is it called so, prajna? almost ignorant. Why? Eka Ajnana Avabhasakatvat. Because Ajnana Upahita Chaitanyam is Avabhasaka, illuminator of only one individual Ajnana. Eka Ajnana Avabhasakatvat. If you remember earlier, it was what? Sakala Jnana Avabhasakatvat Sarvajnana. So we have to contrast with that. So this is Eka Ajnana Avabhasakatvat. It is illumining only one ignorance, therefore it is called Prajna. Alright. Now, further the reason is given. Why it is Prajna? Prajnasya Prajnatvam Katham. Or this Ajnanopahita Chaitanyasya Prajnatvam Katham. For that answer is given in the next time. Already Ekajnana Vasakatvad is given. Further explanation is given. Asya Prajnatvam Aspashtopaditayanati Prakashakatvat. Asya Prajnatvam. Asya means Etadupahita Chaitanyasya, of the consciousness conditioned by this Vyashti Ajnanam. For this consciousness conditioned by the individual ignorance, Prajnatvam, the status of being Prajna. Why is it so? Why this consciousness conditioned by individual ignorance is Prajna? Why is it called Prajna? Why it has got the status of being Prayana Ajnaha, almost ignorant, more or less ignorant? He says, Aspashtopaditaya. Because it has got dull upadhi. Aspashta, unclear upadhi. Here Aspashtopaditaya refers to Malina Sattva. Aspashtopaditaya, Malina Sattvopaditaya, Anati Prakashakatvat. It is deficient in illumination, or it is not illumining all. Ati Prakashaka means very intensely illuminator. Anati Prakasha means not illuminator of all, not illumining many things. Therefore it is Prajna. So what was said, Ekajnanava Vasakatvan, is paraphrased here, Anati Prakashakatvat. Means it is not illumining all the ignorance, it is illumining only individual ignorance, which is the potential of the gross and subtle body. Therefore it is called Prajna. Anati Prakashakatvat. Aspashtopaditaya. Because it has got the upadhi which is aspashta, malina, unclean. Therefore it is Anati Prakasha, and therefore it is Prajna. And also Aspashtopaditaya means it is overpowered by tamas. In that with reference to Sushupti Anubhava we can say it is overpowered by tamas, and therefore it is not illumining anything more, anything particular. It is just illumining ignorance, and therefore it is Prajna. Is it clear? So in Sushupti Avastha it has got Aspashtopadhi. Ajnana Upadhi is Aspashtopadhi. Jiva's Vyashti Ajnanam is Aspashtopadhi. So Jiva is having Aspashta Upadhi, the Upadhi in the form of this Ajnanam which is overpowered by tamas. And so Tamah Pradhana Upaditaya, it is Anati Prakashakatvat. It is not illumining many things except Sukhena Aham Asvapsam Na Kinchid Avedisham. That much is illumined, and therefore it is called Prajna. Prayana Ajna. Something he knows, but what he knows at that time is very little. Therefore, Prajna. Now, the Upadhi will have different status, like we had seen in the Samashti Ajnanam, which we'll see in the next class. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः।